wants to do the recap? Just kidding, I'll do it. No one wants to do the recap. It's so fun. I guess last time you guys continued the combat, albeit really briefly, after some astonishing efforts from Asilo. Despite his best efforts, though, he still went down and wasn't able to successfully bring it down. Almost as it was automatic, it didn't seek out to continue its wrath against everyone, and just immediately the dragon kind of flew away. After that, you guys were declared pretty much heroes. Everyone was very happy with you. And afterwards, you kind of met up with Speaker Duvessa. She wanted to thank you. She said she's going to do her best to get you some resources and just some items in order for you to go, or arranged for you to, like, I don't know, talk with Springlebottom and then some of the blacksmiths to get you some gear upgrades in order to go back to the castle, the Zardarok castle, and face off with whatever's waiting for you there. I guess a little spoilerly, they probably maybe double down on their security or figured some other alternatives. So that's something.
Double down with what army? We killed like half of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll find out. And so you guys kind of celebrate the rest of the day. You started a new day, and you were kind of summoned, and you're just like, hey, all right, we have a deal for you. You got plate armor. That was like the big thing, the first thing that you got. What Sally did. It's not special. It's just regular old plate armor. But I mean, despite it's already difficult for me to hit you, it is. It's gonna be. It's still quite the upgrade. And those. So you guys then got a list of options provided for me yesterday. Does anyone want to kind of? I guess I'm gonna put that list in the chat here. That would help. All the goodies.
Turns out Foundry already has that one item, Celso, that I can import via plutonium, so that's convenient.
Nice. Okay, let's just say these. Okay. Oh, didn't keep the numbering, but Zoran spouts all this out for some reason. And so
I was like,
guys,
what the heck?
So you now have unlocked access, I guess, here in Brinchander to +1 weapons. So if you guys are feeling like, all right, time for some upgrade, you guys can trade in some stuff. I really want to encourage that. If you guys are like, all right, I've had this thing for a while, you know, some of your magical stuff, some of your mundane stuff, you want to trade it in, you can work that out. And then I thought it was kind of fun. I don't know how many of you will take up on it. You can infuse it with some additional damage. And we kind of do like a random table or a random die roll to kind of determine what kind of damage it is for 50 gold, where you increase, or you can choose the specific damage type you want for 100 gold if you, for some reason, hate rolling dice. Maybe not hate, but
that's the whole point of what we do, is we sit here for hours and roll math rocks.
Yeah. There is a loot, a nice loot.
I was just looking at that.
I see Oz. The staff that you got.
I don't know where you pull these prices from, but I like it.
No. It's kind of weird. I've been struggling in terms of like the money and what's worthwhile and stuff like that. I see stuff that are like, this thing should be worth a couple thousand, and then I'm like, it's worth 50 or something stupid, and then I see something that's worth like a lot, and I'm like, oh, it's not that great of a benefit. I don't see why that's worth several thousand gold. Um,
That spyglass.
yeah, introduce Spyglass here.
Yeah, I want to buy 26 of them.
Yeah, like
And
plate
I've
armor.
really struggled
What?
with this, and that was honestly the main thing. I was like, oh, how the heck? I've kind of looked at you guys' character sheets, and it's been pretty slow on the gold front, I'll say, by the time you guys reached this level. So I didn't want to be like, it's gonna be 5,000 for one thing, because you guys haven't been accruing that much. Honestly, the gold is, and the money and the currency is kind of like, whose line is it anyway? It's all made up. It really doesn't really matter anyway.
If I want you to have
I mean-
magic items, you'll be able to get them.
Yeah.
I was say honestly, I actually don't know how much gold I have because there's been several times I forgot to add it to my total.
Rip.
Okay. I cannot track that, so
Yeah.
that will be whatever you have is what you have there.
Yeah.
But looking at your character, it seems to be on par with a lot of the other characters.
But what I was, on top of that, I haven't really spent any because I've been saving up to get plate armor.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wait, what do we got? Beard comb? Oh yeah, you have some beard comb. Yes, thank you. I was like, beard comb. what is
Sorry.
that?
Yeah, I was trying. Yeah, I was trying to look at. Sorry, I take my notes on something else. Maybe I should just be putting these in
No,
Right.
that's fine.
items, or whatever. But yeah, so we have like those 2 sapphires, the 3 rubies. We probably can't sell a chardolin to these guys, but then we also have a beard comb, some sandals, a hookah,
A hookah.
those books.
Some vented
Yeah.
toast.
Yeah, I do have 4 books.
Do we
About
sell Oz into slavery?
yes, but it comes with an upfront cost because you have to pay people to take Oz.
Who knows? It might be worth it to Jimothy, I guess.
I say it's like if I ever started an OnlyFans, people would pay me to put my clothes back on.
Oh,
Why would they
man,
be
a lot of
on
weird
your
people
channel
out
in the
there.
first? Yeah, why would they be on your channel in the first place?
I have no idea.
Anyways, this is me painting Ultramarines ultra nude.
Yeah. So, a 40-year-old pudgy Marine painting Space Marines.
So, I guess we'll kind of take the time here. It's going to be a little bit slow, but semi-shopping episode in some sense. Like, talk it out in terms of like what you guys want. If there's anything else that you didn't see in this list or Greg didn't spam in the chat.
Well, based on the gold that I have, Bofades definitely thinks a loot's in his future.
Okay.
So let me ask this.
Bofades, you can get that on your own.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted.
With
Okay.
Oz, like I don't know how much trade-in value you want to get for the staff. Obviously, Foundry's got its own prices. It is a very rare item, and
Yeah.
basically, I'm okay getting just the rare and the +1 grimoire.
Yep.
So that's a rare and an uncommon item. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how much credit the rest of the staff, like how much value that would be for everyone else.
Well,
Right.
it's used, and somebody put a bunch of owlbear stickers all over it, so it's not in pristine.
Which would increase its value. You know the staff works, and then the stickers just bring up the value easily, probably to a legendary item.
Yeah, that's a great question. In terms of like how much leftover you would get from that. Honestly, when you put that in, I was like, I'm struggling with that. I might have to come back to here. So yeah, we'll just hold off on that for a second. So
Okay.
I guess we'll start with. I don't want to go around the horn here. Does anyone have anything that really they know for sure? It seems like Bofades wants that loot.
I have
Yeah.
a question.
Yes.
So I have an icy short bow, and I feel like I haven't been able to like really use it because obviously we're in the winter and most of our people are like immune to that. So I'm wondering if I could either swap that out for something else, or if I can just change it from an icy short bow to something else,
Ooh.
like
A
fire
spicy
one or
short bow?
yeah, I don't care.
She shoots
Whatever.
chili peppers.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So change it to like a different damage type.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't need an answer now if you want to think
no, I
about it
think
or something. But
that's totally fine. I would say we'll just say because you have it, it would cost you 100 to choose the damage type you want, and then we'll do the kind of the fun thing. It's not going to be +1, but since you already have it, it'll be 50 if you want to do like random chance. So if there's a particular damage type that you want, it'll be 100 gold, which is
Do
honestly-
random and you'll get cold again.
right?
That's
We roll
right,
a die, it's just cold again. Gosh
That-
dang it!
That's absolutely what I was just like.
I
Yeah.
was like,
Well, I mean,
but then it would be twice as cool.
That's not how that works.
well, for the same price though, you could do it twice. What are the chances of you getting cold 2 more times?
I get it like 6
Well,
times.
How many
In a row.
damage types are in the roll? We can calculate this. So how many different damage types are you going to allow here? All of them, like all the way up to like radiant or necrotic or psychic?
Yeah, so right now on the thing that I'm looking at here, we have cold, fire, lightning. Here, let me just put it in the chat. I'm assuming that.
Yeah, that's going to be helpful because it's basically going to be multiply that by 2 and put that under 1.
Yeah. Okay. Hold,
Right.
Stand by here, folks.
That's how the math works, I think. I don't know. I've been out of college for at least a few years now.
Fire.
Oh man. Done.
And 3.
I sit here and I think about it. I haven't taken a college course in 20 years.
Well, look,
You
not all of
need to
us
be putting
are
numbers to
over the
it.
hill.
So I think 2012, and I still don't have a degree.
Oh. Okay. Now, which one of these two do I want to add?
do, 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 do.
No. Facts.
All right, here we go. Zoran again, for some reason, knows this list. You have the following: cold, fire, lightning, thunder, poison, acid, force, and radiant.
Ooh.
I am not allowing, I guess, for the sake of things, for necrotic and psychic, because those don't quite make sense to me. Well, I don't know if you guys would. I don't know. So, I guess we'll start with you, Zoran. Zoran, did you have a particular damage type you wanted to get out of all of these?
Or do you want to roll the dice?
I mean, I'm tempted to roll the die because, I mean,
The odds
the
are low.
chance- yes,
Rolling
they're
is
pretty
fun.
low.
Rolling is
And-
fun.
Rolling. That's why I
And
wanted
I
to like give you that option.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
um,
I mean, I would just be happy with anything but cold. And if it's cold, I'm just gonna tell you guys bye. Like, peace out. I'm done.
Just do it again. If you get
Just
cold, just roll again for another 50 gold.
yeah, I would.
And if you get cold again, then maybe it's like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just toss my short bow against the like wall.
All right. So why don't you give me a D8 and we'll just stick with that list. I like that list. So just as long as you don't
Okay.
roll a 1, you'll get something fun maybe.
Okay. So yeah, it will just be the 50 gold, right? I just
Yes.
want to make sure that I'm
Do it down in
deducting
the
it from
opposite
my.
order. Stephanie's like the worst roller.
I
mean,
am.
You guys
Yeah,
can
so you
choose.
should have put 5. You should have put cold as 8, not 1.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Celso has his order.
I can change the order.
Oh, Game Master typed it through Zoran. Never mind.
Yeah, I typed it through her. So
Really
You know what? Just go for it. I believe in you.
Zoran, go
I'm gonna
for it.
do
Give
it.
me a D8,
Doing it.
please.
Hey.
Oh, it looked like it was
Oh
gonna
my
be a lot of
god,
fun.
force, that's like the best.
It is the
Okay.
best.
So,
Okay, I will deduct 50 gold.
okay. So if you want, you can edit that item yourself. Call it the Force short bow, or what do you want to call it? Or short
Force
bow,
bow.
short bow of Force.
The force is strong with this bow.
So and that kind of makes sense, right? Like you strike at it and maybe just deal like an additional like bit of like force damage to that.
I just imagine there's no actual tips on the arrows now. They're just like blunt, like a little boxing glove on the end of it, like from the Green Arrow.
I like it. I like it. Okay, that was fun. I really like that suggestion. Now, one thing you could do, Zoran, I saw that you have like this vicious short bow.
Because that's
I don't
what
know.
I've been having to use, because I feel like my ice one was not doing well.
Jimothy. Jimothy's using a shitty short bow.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
mean,
want
this-
the vicious one? I'm happy to give it to you now that I have this short bow of force.
Well, his
Yes.
bow wasn't doing anything because it wasn't magically delicious.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I figured that's what would happen.
Well, I was gonna suggest this because I think it's kind of fun. For a cost of 450, because you already have the vicious, you could make that a vicious +1, and upgrade the short bow that you have. So it would be additional +1 to hit and damage, and then it also would have the vicious property that you would get on the crits. But that'd be 450. I don't know if you're still down for that or not.
I don't think I would do that for mine because I don't really use the short bow very often. Just when the fights are like really far away and I can't use my dagger.
Right.
You need like some magical like tattoos that can go around like Jimothy's wrist to imbue like +1 attack.
On my
to-
lower back, please.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's an option. So Zoran, also you can also just purchase a +1 short bow and then give Jimothy that vicious one if you want. These are options. I'm not saying do these things.
Yeah.
I'm just pitching it to
Well, let me think about it. Let me see what everyone else is doing, because, like I said, I do have some gold. I don't know what everyone's gold is at.
Are you?
I was thinking I had a lot.
So your bow is already +1? Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say.
My vicious short bow.
you.
Okay.
No, your vicious short bow is just vicious. It's not +1.
It's just vicious. Yeah, that's right. It's just
The bow you
vicious.
just added force to is already +1.
No, that's just
No,
a
it's
regular
not.
short bow.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Well, it's not regular anymore.
Sorry. It was an icy short bow, and then you've changed it to a
Horsey short bow.
yeah, which is fine. Little
They
homebrew.
changed the bonus
I
on
apologize
this.
for those folks that online that care about that. I guess you're ruining the sanctity of my game.
How do I change it so it doesn't say cold? How do I say? How do I?
Oh, you can change the damage type. Here I can. You want to do it, or you want to kind of snoop through a little bit?
So you
Okay.
should like be able to click the 3 dots, edit the item, and then perhaps in details is when you can modify the extra damage type.
Maybe I shouldn't have my sheet out. Okay, let me do this again.
Okay. So we'll move on from there. Anyone else itching to do something? Besides odds. We'll come back to you.
Well, I was gonna grab that bottle of frosty fingernail juice.
Okay.
Round it up.
So make sure you drop that.
Fine.
So you spend 300 gold for the potion of frost giant strength.
You know, you put that potion on a belt, and then it's a belt of frost giant strength. Enchanters hate this one trick.
Yeah, I thought about a belt possibility, but you're way too strong. Maybe in a couple levels.
Yeah, there are gauntlets of hill giant or ogre strength that set it to like 19 instead.
Okay.
which is not quite as significant as like 23 or 25. It's like,
yeah, 19.
might as well just go to God strength at that point.
Yeah, I'll think about that for a future item, but for now we'll stick with Le Potion.
Get a belted
Anything
dwarven
else
kind,
about
and then I
you
could
want
grow a
for this?
beard. Uh, hold on. I don't think so. I think that's about the only thing I really saw that I needed, because I already have a good weapon. You just gave me plate mail, and that was pretty much, and the potion was pretty much it for the list that I could really see myself using. Well, okay, I'll take that back. I will take a potion of flying.
Okay.
So
Just thinking about Jimothy, the gloves of thievery are a nice uncommon item that enable thievery.
Wow, that's not like the Jimothy at all. I don't like
I
these.
mean, he just takes back what is rightfully his.
I mean, unless you want to give me a flying carpet, because I'm sit here and see things in the items list. But that's expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll go to Jimothy. I mean, it was hard to find something. I guess, like, what is your psychic blades dependent on? Like, what is it? Is it just your dex? Like, what is it?
Yeah, it's proficiency in dex. So, and then it's my attack action is a 1d6, and then my bonus attack is 1d4. And it's just psychic damage, and then plus my 4 dexterity as the modifier. So there's the downside, obviously, like I said, is it's not like other people that can just be like, oh, I'll just buy a +1 longsword. Now I have doing 1 more damage and have 1 more to hit. Like,
Right.
none
So
of that.
just-
So
There's something in Tasha's about this. Let's see. There's like tattoos or something in Tasha's that.
So I did like random, like, 'cause I remember for Stephanie last campaign, like I did these random things. Like I gave her she had bracers that were, while wearing these bracers, you're proficient with all bows and crossbows, and you gain +1 bonus to damage rolls on ranged attacks made with such weapons. Once per day, as a bonus action, you can add 1d4 to the attack rolls for 1 minute, stuff like that. So I just like made random wearable things that like were a bonus to attacks, but didn't change her weapon.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really care. I mean, whatever.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's okay. I
You
will
probably take a cloak of invisibility, it's no big deal.
Permanent visibility, yes.
That would be insane. You already have this pretty like sweet robe anyway. Allows you to see a bunch of things.
Yeah, there's not really an exact tattoo, but I mean, there is one tattoo that basically gives unarmed strikes a +1 to hit and damage, which is basically the same thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I will.
We don't need to worry about it right now. It's not a big deal. I mean, I don't want to like spend
No,
much
that's
time on our session. I could like send you ideas of things that might give
Yeah,
you
that's-
ideas, but it's not a really big deal.
Yeah, that'd be great. That kind of helps me out because want to make sure that people are getting things along the way that are just like, wow, I'm actually working towards something. No. Okay. Did you want to buy any other stuff? You got that luck stone. That luck stone could be good. That's just good.
They
in
are
general.
really good. I feel like, especially for for a silo, they're really good. Saving throws and ability checks. Someone who's like maybe has to do combat stuff like that a lot. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you get in the fray sometimes. Like they just come up on you.
Yeah.
Though it just kind of depends how your stats are kind of laid out. If you would get that immediate benefit.
I'm attuned out. I'm at my limit.
Dang.
Check some stuff out. checks out. Okay. Let's see here.
An immovable rod is uncommon, doesn't require attunement, and I don't know what we would use it for, but that would be up for us to figure out.
Wait until the dragon's in flight and then like throw it in its mouth.
Yeah, but forget to hit the button, so it's just a normal rod.
Just flies away with it. Damn it.
It'd be funny if it like bites down and then it activates.
Looking at both 80s, I forgot you had the vicious +1 short sword.
Yes, I do,
Dang.
but I've never used it
I've gathered.
because I am spending too much of my time trying to stay outside of being hit range.
Yeah.
It's probably
Don't
good
forget-
since so many of us die and need you to keep us alive later.
Yeah. And don't forget, you still have that book. And if we were playing another adventure path, that book would be a much more import. But you have that book. So make sure you keep reading that. I mean, I know it's kind of a slow burn right now.
Yeah, the intent is to continue reading it when I can,
Yeah.
at night and things like that. So I should probably bring that up a bit more. But yeah,
Yeah, just make sure you're. It's not gonna get annoying. Just be like, hey, can I read? So yeah, you can have an hour. No, you can't.
Okay.
Or maybe 2 hours.
Yeah,
so.
you're just about to get to the juicy parts.
oh yes, of the academic novel.
Okay. So
Um,
you want that loot though, right?
Yeah, so I'll do the loot, and also the potion of flying.
Okay. So there's only one, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll do a potion of cold resistance. So the loot and the cold resistance.
Aren't we just buying that in bulk? Just 40 gold
Okay.
coins for 5 potions of cold resistance.
Yeah, I mean that's an oddly specific number of cold resistance potions.
Speaking of the number 5 and loot and potions and maybe coin and multiples of 5, I'm not hinting at anything.
I thought you were just gonna say 5 and loot would make a flute if there was 5 of them.
All right, good night. Bye.
I feel like this is what you need, both 80s. I'm gonna send it in the group chat.
What do we got here?
That looks nice.
That looks really badass.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
is that
is
available?
between that or no loots are showing up, but I do like the name. That one's got a pretty good name in my mind.
Oh my goodness, what is this?
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, these are really fun. I mean, like I said, I don't see.
The fire shredder.
Okay, one of my favorite
Oh, that's funny.
weapons. Oh gosh. It's 2 words. Okay, it's 2 words. Yeah. And I'm gonna stop here because there is now how many items are there now? 1,683 items that this guy has homebrewed over like half a decade or more.
Yeah.
Is this who is this?
The Griffin saddlebag.
Okay, I thought that's what it was. I've looked at a ton of his stuff. I sent it to Matt.
Yeah.
all of them.
And you sent me a couple things actually.
I did a while
yeah, you
back.
did.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
while back. I haven't forgotten about them. I saw those messages. So, okay. So, all right, let's just jump. So I'll give you that loot there.
For now, yeah, I will take the loot, and I
you
will
deduct
take
the gold for that.
the cold resistance.
And then put some cold resistance. Okay.
And
So
that's-
odds for
That's
so
what,
you
530 there? Yeah.
Yeah.
540. So
Yes.
tried to save myself 10 gold.
I'll do that. Okay. So Oz, okay, so you got the coat and the pearl. You want some monies for the staff.
I went with the arcane grimoire since they were both
Oh yeah,
like
sorry.
uncommon attunement. Yeah.
Okay. I will give you in credit per se, I guess, worth, which I mean it'll be value for that. You will have 1,200 worth. That's just a number that just came out of my rear end.
1,000, 1,200.
Platinum. That is exciting. I'm here for it.
Well-
Sorry, I said 1,200. That's what I'm gonna say.
I heard 1,000, 1,200. So isn't that 2,200?
Ignore that. No, it's gonna be 1,200. That's what I'm saying. I was like,
Okay.
okay.
So I'm going to delete the Staff of Frost from my inventory.
Yeah.
And I'm going to add 1,200 gold to my gold. I feel like Springlebottom is getting the better end of the staff here. That's okay though. I want 2 spells worth of the magical paper that I use to copy spells.
Yeah.
So that'll be
that-
100,
Yep.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets me from 5 to 7. Where's my mat? There it is. I have to find my magical paper. I've got this awesome lantern of tracking for dragons. So how much can I get for that? It's gonna be hilarious when this would have saved us from something.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to sell that, but it is. I will give you 250 for that.
Woo.
It's worth quite a bit.
250. I'm not gonna point out the price that my screen says. I'll take the 250.
It's probably worth a lot more, or a lot less rather.
Oh yeah, it's 50. Okay,
Yeah.
so 250. I'm doing math very poorly in my mind. Okay. I'm gonna delete that. What are these boots of speed? Like nobody cares about the boots of speed.
Just double your movement speed for like 10 minutes, and then attacks of opportunity have disadvantage against you.
Yep.
Yeah, but you get. Oh no, you don't get. It's not like a haste. Okay. I'm thinking of Critical Role, where one of the main characters in the first campaign got boots of haste, which were overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
That would be insane.
Okay, so I've got about 1,700 gold, which
That's insane.
I can't even use the
We're gonna have
damn
to balance
boots.
this out a little bit.
I can't even use the boots unless I want to give up one of my other attuned items, so I don't want to do that.
Okay.
But if somebody else wants the boots, then I would still have almost 1,000. Well, I would technically have over 1,000 left. I also have 9 platinum.
Dang, look at you, Big Mini.
I know. What the heck? I have to figure this out. How do I make you impoverished?
4.
How many spells do you want me to copy over? Because I could do it.
However many you want, I guess.
right now up to 7 levels worth.
Yeah.
Could always just hold on to it and
Okay, so
Decide
we took
later.
all the potions that they have available, right? Sorry. Was that already said? The potion of flying and the frost giant strength
Yeah, and I want to say sorry.
Cold resistance.
Yeah, the
and
cold
the cold
resistance.
resistance.
Yeah, I mean, I could put. I mean, there's potions galore. I was overwhelmed immediately when I started looking for some of these potions. So if you guys are like, hey, this would be pretty cool to have this potion, healing potions. Again, those are available to you as well if you guys want to buy some of those. Stuff like that.
I put 1 cold resistance in my inventory,
wow.
and I already took my 40 gold out
Okay.
for that. But so my short bow of force, I cannot figure out how to change it from cold to force.
Oh.
When I do my 3 dots, I don't know. I don't know why I can't.
So you have to. So you already have the item in your inventory.
Yes.
Okay, go to edit it
Yep.
in your inventory,
Yep.
and then go to details.
Details. Mm-hmm.
Scroll down. Is there damage types there?
I see piercing, but I don't see the cold one for me
But-
to remove it.
there is. Can you drag it to the chat?
The item.
Yeah. They've got another. Sometimes they have another way of doing damage nowadays, which is a little weird.
This thing? Yeah. There you go.
Okay. So I wonder if they're doing the other way. Yeah, I see what you're saying about the piercing.
Yeah. I just don't know where the cold is. I don't know where to do that.
Okay.
Like there's a type. Like there's a
Okay.
a drop down list for type.
Got it. It's you have to go over to activities and click the attack.
Activities. Attack.
And then you can go to the effect.
Effect.
And then down at the bottom you can see cold. You can get rid of that and select force.
Cool. Perfect. Thanks.
Okay, and now I will remove this short bow of cold force from my inventory. Wait, what?
Did that do it?
I don't know,
Piercing.
did it?
Force. Perfect. That's what I want to see.
Delete. Yes. Okay.
So if no one needed gold, maybe I will take Celsa's offer. Can I still add either vicious component to my short bow of force? Or something?
Yeah, so I'll say if you want to make it vicious, it will be
450? Just kidding.
no, not 450. I won't say that because like it's for natural 20s, right? So, I'll say it's 300 to get that property if you want.
Perfect. You got
Is
a
that
deal.
a friendly variant of it?
Friendly short bow.
Yeah. Heroes friendly.
I'm already having a hard time just coming up with things out of my rear end in terms of prices. I don't know if I can handle creating a weapon. Okay. Anything else? And again, you guys can always just message me, message the chat. If you guys want even more things, I can just throw a big old list and I'm just like, oh, this is cool, because that's literally what I was doing. I was like, oh, this is cool. Is this appropriate for their level? No, probably not, but add it anyway.
I mean, I'll spend 2 hours changing my armor because that's how long it takes.
Okay. Anything else? Not. We'll hop into the stuff we're supposed to do.
dying?
Does Sprinkle Bottom have any kind of like brooms that might, hover and such?
No, not to that nature. Not for right now, anyway.
Any glasses that lets one look really well at things up close?
Alas, that's what he has right now. But he's just like, oh, come back another time, and maybe.
Why would you only want to see for a minute?
It's good. It's good vision. Every 60 seconds, you can see for 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, so he'll kind of tell you guys that feel free to come on by again, and we'll have something else.
Should we turn any of our items into gold? We probably can't.
You can turn some
sapphires,
of it.
rubies.
Yeah. What would you like to turn into? Let's just handle that now.
I'm guessing we can't give any of these books, right? Here, I'll put the stuff I have in my inventory. Here.
He might take some of the books. He might take some of the gemstones. He has no interest in like the comb and that kind of stuff.
Or the sandal, or the hookah.
No, he doesn't have interest in that stuff.
Okay.
But he does. Just the regular gemstones he does, and then the books.
Yeah, I mean, I've got notes that we have 4 books. I think they're like historical texts.
Yep.
In the bag of holding.
Yeah, I think those are the books there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He will give you 10 gold per book. And that's pretty valuable. Just gonna sell those books.
Do we want to sell them? I'm okay with. I mean, they're just taking up space right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would turn to Oz to ask because he's our reader and all. So if you're good with us parting it, then yeah, I'm good with doing that.
Give me like 7 minutes to copy all the books.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you'll do that.
You said
For
10
the
gold each?
gemstones, for the gemstones, what do you got? Are you trying to get rid of all of them, or?
I mean, I don't need the sapphires or the rubies, but I feel like Jimothy is normally our merchant who would know if it's a good deal or not. So I don't know how much you're offering.
I haven't even offered anything.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Take 50% more than whatever you're going to offer.
He's like, take whatever the GM says and then multiply it. Okay. Okay. I would say the sapphires are worth more. I'll say he'll give you 60 for each sapphire and 40 for each ruby. What is that? 120. 120. Yeah, 240, I guess.
240.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what he's offering you. You can take that. You can try to negotiate based on Jimothy's perception.
Would he be interested in a suit of splint mail armor? Or splint armor?
So this is kind of like a conjunction, just because we're playing this. Like the blacksmiths would, he probably doesn't really care that
Okay.
much. So yeah, I mean, you can sell it for half if you want, whatever
Okay.
that cost is.
It's 100. For half would be 100. It's, so.
So you can have that. Yeah, they'll give you half. They'll give you half of that.
I've got some cold weather clothing that I don't need given my overcoat. Would he take that?
It is not his size, so that doesn't matter. You can resell it, I guess. I forgot what
We can go to the general store if we need to.
I don't know what he sold it to you guys for. He'll give you 10 gold for it.
10. I will sell it and take that 10 gold.
Yeah.
Woo.
Zoran, so for 240 for all the gemstones, did you want to? Does that sound good to you? Do you want to try to haggle with him, and/or Timothy?
Hey, Jiminy, you should roll a, I don't know, something to see if that's acceptable. I think it is. I can't hear you.
So that's fine. I don't want to haggle over gemstones.
Perfect. 240 it is.
Okay. All right. So you
I'll
guys
put it
got
in my
ready.
inventory.
Anything else you guys want to
I don't know.
try to pawn off on this man?
Should I haggle over the armor of a hero?
We can
I
save
mean,
it for later.
if you have a symbol on it and you can prove that it's worth, you could, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I will take your argument plus a roll if you want to try to get more out of it.
No, Asilo is a very humble paladin.
Okay. All right.
Zoran, did you take the 40 for the books?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure we don't lose out on that. As long as someone adds it. Okay. With
Yeah,
that.
I put it in mine, so don't you all be double dipping on that and put it in your inventory.
But if you want to put the 1200 and like double, triple dip on that, I think we could.
No. No, I took the gemstone money and the book money.
Okay.
But I still have, obviously, the chunks of Chardolin, a beard comb, which is so weird, some sandals, which are weird, and a hookah made of platinum. I feel like we should just melt that down into just normal platinum and give it to Oz, since he's the money man over here.
Any of us tried smoking from
I haven't been smoking from it.
No, I don't.
Turns out
think
it's
we
lead.
it?
Does Sprinkle Bottom have more magic paper?
He does. Would you like to purchase more?
I'm gonna buy 3 more like batches, getting my total up to 10, spending another 150.
Okay. All right.
Don't know when I'm gonna be back. Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Speak
I want to
now.
go copy my spells.
Okay. Anything else? Going once? Going twice?
I only have a question about my vicious bow.
Okay.
Do you have? I don't think I ever rolled a 20 with the one I gave Jimothy, but do you have that to where it's auto set? Like if I roll a 20, that it should be rolling an extra 7 piercing damage, or do I just need to add that myself?
For the.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't think that would be set on the bow that
No, you
still.
have to add it to it, I guess.
So
It's
I
a
should add
short
it?
bow.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't.
Effects? Maybe no activity.
Yeah.
I can also just add it myself for now. I just would.
Oh yeah. It does look like it's in effect, activity, or yeah. Yeah, activities, attack, effect, and then there's a line item for extra critical damage. It looks like you can add in for the 2d6.
Okay, so I can just do +7, or just 7. I'll do a +7 and see.
Okay.
Although
Well,
don't know how to-
I think it's either 7 is like the average, or it's normally 2d6.
Yeah, it'd be 2d6. So if you want to go the average, you could do that. And that's fine with me, but I think it's more fun to roll the damage.
Yeah, what
I
is?
mean, I think so too. I just remember that was the text that was provided in my vicious short bow, that when I roll a 20, it takes an extra 7 piercing damage. But I never rolled a 20. I rarely rolled 20s with it, so I don't remember if it automatically did that or if I had to add something to it.
Oh, under effect, it has like an extra critical damage line.
Yeah, I think the 7 was like a misprint or a mess up in Foundry. I don't know.
Yeah, I would just go with the 2d6.
Nah, they used to. The Vicious either used to, or the newer version of Vicious is actually a +7. It's not 2d6.
Well, I'm looking at the DMG for. This is 2024.
So yeah, then the old one was +7 instead of like the 2d6.
Yeah, this one's saying extra 2d6. It might have gotten eroded too. I don't know.
Doesn't
Like,
matter to me. I'm fine rolling 2.
The 7 just
Doesn't
comes
matter.
from the average of 2d6.
Yeah,
Like that's
Yeah.
where that comes from.
I'm fine rolling it 2. I just
Okay.
figured I would let you know.
Sure.
Doesn't matter to me. Okay, cool.
Can we add like the battle tax effect to a crit?
What?
Did you not see that? It's a battle axe. It's uncommon. It requires attunement, and if you crit, you magically earn a number of gold coins equal to the damage that you deal with the axe.
None of that.
I would just
Not
like
in this game.
smack you guys up every night before we go to bed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Just invites like.
Yeah, no
violence
criticals
to
tonight,
you.
so just heal up, I guess.
Your Oz is hanging on to like 1 hit point. Like just drop your money.
Sleep it off. You'll be all right.
Okay.
Did we get everything we needed then?
Yes. Well, okay, we'll do it again. Going once, going twice. Sold.
Oh, what about that one thing? Oh,
No, please. Okay.
And just double checking, no one wanted the boots of speed.
no, if they're
The only
boots of
person I could
haste.
think- Yeah, the only person I could think would maybe be a Silo or something, or
Okay.
Jimothy.
Okay.
But you guys have the gold, right? So I'm not sure what you guys are holding that on, but maybe for future goodies, which is fair. Because things will get more expensive. So you guys can go. All right. So moving on. So you guys got your goods. You guys do the trade. I won't role play all of that. This shopping episodes take long enough as is. But I guess, I mean, we can roleplay as much as you guys want. I think talking out the logistics is relatively time consuming. Okay, so how do you guys want to, when do you guys want to head out? Is there anything else you'd like to do in Brinchander? You haven't seen the devastation in the other towns. Maybe you could help out in terms of like bring people in. I see Stephanie shaking her head no, doesn't want to help.
No.
Well, I mean, I
No,
would
we
say.
can't help. We cannot help until we eliminate the thing that is literally hurting them. So
Yeah, I would agree. I just thought it was funny. He's like, no, not helping.
No. we will help. We will volunteer after. And by volunteer, I mean we'll probably ask if we can get paid.
So, yeah.
We'll delegate authority to others to take care of, what we say we would like to do.
Oz wants to copy spells, but I assume you remembered that, and we wouldn't just leave without,
Yeah, I mean, if Oz is gonna take the time to copy some of those spells, then
he only needs 2 minutes per spell because of his class, so
right.
spell level. So
I say it takes me 2 hours to swap out my armor, so you have time.
Yeah, so there's 2 hours that you have to be here. Are you just gonna head out?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to take anybody? Are you going...
We talked to the old lady, right, last week, and she said that she
cannot go with you all.
she cannot go. Yeah.
Right.
She's just gonna meet us here after we're done.
Yeah,
'cause
so meet you
she has a
here
task for
after
us.
you're done. She's got another task for you guys. I guess that was the other thing. She does want you to go, north, I guess.
Yeah.
To kind of go find this other city, this lost city. But yeah, we'll kind of deal with that when you guys, if you guys come back as well.
So been there, done that,
We'll
wreck
come back.
somebody's magical device.
But yes, I think the plan is to just get this dragon out of the way
Okay.
if we can.
All right. So you guys wait the 2 hours. Silo dons his armor, and I mean, he looks like $1,000,000. He looks fantastic.
Woot woot.
Sturdier. You couldn't think he would get more sturdy, but he does. And all right. So with that, I will take a couple of survival checks for you guys to start skedaddling on out, unless you guys have something else in mind.
Feel like
I mean-
Are we-
spells I copied over. But I know I
Guys, are we
copied over
taking-
some of them.
Yeah. Are we taking some horses? What are we doing? I know someone has a magical steed.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Logistics. Are you guys just walking? You guys renting the cart, sled, horses, the whole enchilada here?
Is it still the same day?
I mean,
No, you guys. You guys kind of partied. You went back. I would say you guys can indicate that you've had long rest.
Okay.
For the sake of things. You guys are kind of the next day.
Okay.
Sorry, maybe I lost track there. Yeah, you guys long rested. This is the next day. You guys take 2 hours. All that. Please recover as needed, and then roll survival checks.
I think I put in the wrong loot. The loot of Thunderous Raucous. Okay, let me see if I can find that.
Oh, that's what I call it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll have to make the item for you.
okay, all right. I found the loot of Thunderous Thumping, and I was like, this doesn't
Ugh.
look right. But also, all I can think of is tub thumping. So,
I have a whiskey drink. Who has a vodka drink?
oh, I do.
Great. And when I get knocked down, I get up again.
Okay, so walking, is that what's happening?
I mean, I think that'd be the best. I don't want to get stuck out in a blizzard with the horses and stuff like last time. But that's just me.
Okay, but a
All
horse
right.
is going to be faster than us walking.
Is it? Because we're cutting off the road.
Not if we all had boots of speed.
So what do we got here? Survival. We got 17, 7,
Oh. Oh, right. Sorry.
5, and 6, and I need one more. Okay, 19. Nice. Okay.
Look at
I
Oz,
think we're
rip
heading
roaring
back to
ready
the
to
castle,
go.
right? So we're following terrain that we're relatively familiar with.
Yeah, exactly. It's more of just like so. In terms of path, how do you guys? Hold on, let's see.
If we're walking, is anyone within 5 feet of Oz?
Yes.
Yes, I would assume. I mean, I guess that's up to you. I guess I don't know.
Anyone within 5 feet of Oz notices that the cold is not nearly as oppressive as it is, and you all within 5 feet of Oz have cold resistance.
Oh, well, I feel like everyone would be like huddled around you if you're a walking campfire.
I'm gonna say Oz is now a backpack for a silo.
I mean, I have a chain shirt of cold resistance, so that doesn't affect me.
Dang. Okay.
Okay, well, the other elf is like 50 feet away.
All right, so you guys start taking the east way. You guys travel most of the day. you guys get to the kind of like the crossroads where you can go south towards Goodmead and Dugan's Hole. You can continue going east towards East Haven. Either way, you're gonna have to take either you're gonna have to go south or east because you will encounter some ice at some point. So, is there a preference you guys want to go to? You've been to East Haven before, so that's a path more familiar to you all. But I did want to give you the option to go south. It seems like it might take a little bit longer.
I mean,
I say we
I think
go the
we'd be-
road we know.
well, I think we'd travel the most expedient route possible, because, like, while we did not defeat the creature, we know we injured it, and we need to finish it before it has a chance to be repaired.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. So, all right. Then you guys continue on towards East Haven, and you guys are making relatively decent pace. I'll have all of you, as the cold kind of starts picking up towards the late evening here, I'll need all of you to give me Constitution saving throws, please. This is for cold, so that they have cold resistance if you get it.
Let me see.
And his name is John C.
And so everybody gets a +2 to their roll if they're within 10 feet of me.
Cool.
25.
What the hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
Use that +2, bud.
Yeah.
Well, a silo, if you're within 5 feet of Oz, you would have advantage on it.
Yeah, you would have advantage on it, yeah.
Okay.
So I guess
Roll with
Do it again.
A little better.
13.
okay.
I'm still, acclimating to the plate armor.
Dang, natural 20, goodness. Yeah, let's get those out of the way. 21, 23, 11, 16. Zorn, did you roll your Constitution?
Shouldn't you have advantage if you have that chain shirt of cold resistance?
Yes, you should actually.
Then I will roll again.
Unless Zoran's like, I have it, but it's in my bag.
Gotcha. Oh, okay, I see that. Okay. All right.
So it would be a 13 because the silo gave me a +2.
Okay, so it's almost as if it makes sense as you guys are continuing up here in the north. You're practically becoming northerners yourselves. We might have to start calling you that. As you are not affected by this, you kind of wrap yourselves up appropriately. You have no issues with that. And by the end of the day, you kind of reach the outskirts of East Haven, or rather what once was East Haven. As you guys came through here, you saw, the destruction, you saw, the panic, a lot of crying, a lot of upset. The town hasn't been that long. They've made some slight repairs, but without really a leader, no one really has kind of stepped into that role. They just kind of like delegated it amongst themselves. And so they really are looking to find someone that could fill that role, that would be the speaker, or could provide them some direction. But right now they're kind of rudderless, and they look upon you as you kind of are entering the town here. You guys can press on.
So
you guys can stay here for the evening if you'd like.
Oh, so who is making any attempt to direct their activities? Like, is there someone trying to build shelter for everything or gather supplies for the community?
Yeah, that's a great question. 1 second here. So you guys recall that the speaker Wayland and then Captain Parlaga, who you've both encountered with. The person that kind of is stepping up into this role is this kind of like dragonborn, and you met her before, of the Wet Trout, kind of like the local inn there. Her name is Nymestra Myskin. She's kind of like running things for now, and so she's kind of trying to help out and kind of guide things. But she's a bit of a loss here because most of her experience has just been kind of yelling at drunkards and stuff like that. But she does wave you in. She's just like, oh, do you guys go to her? Or do you guys continue on? How do you guys gonna do this?
I will go over to her.
Okay. And she goes, oh, hello. Unfortunately, we don't really have too many lodgings for you all. Word has made, though, to here that you were able to, I guess, stop the destruction of Brinchander. Honestly, there's been a lot of rumors that Brinchander was destroyed or all of 10 towns are devastated. I choose to believe, seeing you here, that you did prevail in some shape, way, or form.
No, most of the 10 towns have been decimated. Brinchander is where we made our stand and were able to drive the beast back. Should you choose to leave here, Brinchander is probably the safe haven at this time. If you choose to stay, you need to focus on shelter above all else, warmth, and then food, whatever you can find.
Right. Yes. We're trying to patch up as few buildings as we can here. The Wet Trout is pretty much destroyed. Fortunately, at the White Lady Inn, it partially collapsed, and so we've been trying to make things work there for the few that has made it. Most people have actually made their way towards Brinchander, saying that there's no point in trying to salvage this. So it'll be time before we can repair this. East Haven's been my home, and the few that are still here that don't want to leave here, they're stubborn and don't think they want to make their home in Brinchander, or are trying to make it here. But yes, we will heed your advice and seek shelter as much as we can. Thank you, and we appreciate your efforts. That's all we can really say. Most of our resources, unfortunately, have to go to those that need it and to the repairs here. We wish you the best and luck in your next step, in your endeavor.
I know it's not much, but take these rations and use them amongst the people that remain, and I will give her 6 rations.
Okay. She takes them. She's like, thank you. I wish I could pay you in some way, but
no, there's great strength in persevering and rebuilding. If we are able to defeat this foe, we will send whatever aid we can to help you rebuild.
Great, thank you. And she kind of nods at you and starts making her way back towards helping. They're trying to pick up whatever pieces of wood, charred wood that's maybe as structurally sound for now, until they get new shipments from logging camps. Okay. So do you guys want to stick around here in East Haven, whatever is East Haven for the night? You can press on. What do you guys think?
I feel like probably better to just stay the night and then continue on.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I'll say,
It's,
and
late and getting dark. We're in town-ish.
I'll walk around, and if there's anything that I can repair with mending, I will do so.
Okay. Yeah, I think what helps is just kind of like some pieces of wood that kind of like splintered in half or like broken in half, or big chunks off. Like yeah, you're able to kind of help out with some of the efforts there, and they're very appreciative of it.
Yeah. I'll help gather materials from destroyed buildings and bring them over to the White Lady to help repair that building, to give them a safe place to stay.
Okay, great. And that really raises the spirits of the townsfolk here. They kind of smiled. It's really appealing. You're building a great rapport with them in terms of just like you're heroes in some sense, and yet you still take the time to help those, even though you've done more than you could
And
they could
like
possibly ask for, but still
any
it really raises their spirits, and they move a little bit faster, and with this kind of like motivation, seeing you all just lend a hand.
say any injuries up to 35 hit points, I will try and take care of with lay on hands.
Okay. And again, yeah, they're not going to turn down. Some people are bandaged up, albeit pretty poorly, and that also helps you. So overall, yeah, you guys have gained strong favor with East Haven, and they'll be at your disposal at your disposal. So you choose to require it. Okay, so you guys spend the kind of whatever remaining hours of the evening. They unfortunately don't really have space for you in the White Lady Inn, but I'm assuming you guys will stay in your hut, just on the, within the outline of the town here. Okay, so are you guys doing any watches or anything? You guys just gonna hang out? What's calling it a night? What are your thoughts?
I'd say
I'll do a watch.
I
normally do.
I'll do a watch, but before we head to the outskirts of town, I will tell the townspeople that I can't remember her name.
That's okay. Nymestra, not yet.
Nymestra is doing her best to bring you all to safety and security. Please, follow her during this time of rebuilding, and she's taken a great burden upon herself. Please assist her in rebuilding East Haven.
Yeah, I'll put the name in the chat if you guys are interested. She is the proprietor and potentially next candidate to being speaker of East Haven, or what once was East Haven. and then they all kind of slowly clap. For your they just appreciate all you've done for them. All right. So any watches or anything? What do you guys do?
Well, Hades knows the watch habits of his compatriots, so he will sleep all night.
Yes, but Robot watches all night. We'll just let him.
That's it. I will take first watch actively and just be perceiving the rest of the night.
Sure.
And I will take a last watch. And I like the last one. So if it's only the two of us, then half and half.
Okay. All right. Then we'll start with the silo. Why don't you give me a perception check, please?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So with the dirty 20, you do spot in the evening, some of the people, they kind of go a little bit later because, they try to work through as much as they can. But later in the night, you notice that there seems to be like two individuals kind of like lurking through the night and kind of going like place to place. You're not exactly sure what they're up to, but you just kind of see them like kind of like whatever few buildings that have been kind of shakily put together. You notice that these kind of men are like you notice that one goes to one like building, the other one kind of like stands outside and watches, and then they alternate when they go to the next building. And it seems to be they have like some sort of like pack or something like that slowly gets a little bit bigger and bigger.
And how far away are they?
They're probably about 150 feet, maybe 200 feet away from you. As they're moving, they kind of get closer and far. They're now getting like farther away as they're hitting up more places. There's not that many places to hit up anyway, but you do spot it, and this is around like midnight-ish.
Okay. I will leave the hut and do my best to try and sneak up within 30 feet of them.
Okay, give me a stealth check, please. Oh, perception.
Stop! What are you doing? Asilo yells out as he sneaks up.
Well, fortunately for you, the guy doing a watch rolled a natural 1. So somehow, even with the 5, you're able to sneak up on them. How close do you want to get to them before you?
Within 30 feet, and I will wait for the other one to come out of the building, and then I will misty step right in front of them.
Okay. So sure enough, the guy's kind of like wherever you're at, 30 feet, he's got his back to you. He kind of like peeks into the building. He kind of looks out. He's becoming like more and more lax now that they've hit like a couple of places already. Like, he's like, yeah, no one's really causing any issues. I don't really have to, do very much. Just kind of stand here, and he doesn't really do like a 360. He just kind of looks in, looks out a little bit, doesn't hear anything. And then the other guy comes out, and he kind of like opens up the bag and kind of gestures like in the bag, and the guy looks in, and they kind of like both like almost like snicker to each other. They're almost like children in some sense. And sure enough, you misty step right next to them, and you startle the shit out of them. They're like, oh shit, and they're like, good evening, hello. And they're kind of like, and they kind of like try to like shakily hide the bag behind them as they kind of got to like stand right next to each other, no gap in between them, trying to hide the bag between them.
It's like, times are hard enough already, and this is how you choose to spend your evenings? Taking what's left?
The other guy kind of chimes in. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. We were just, I was waiting for him to go go to the bathroom and out in the forest, and I was gonna, and he's like, yeah, and the other guy's like, yeah. I was just waiting for him so we can go out together, safety in pairs and all that. And they're totally like lying to you. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that.
It's like, look at him, it's like, you believe you haven't been watched this entire time?
Well, and then the other guy's like, look, and he like immediately changes. He's like, please, mister, like, please don't hurt us. Like, he's like, he like holds out the bag. He's like, oh, just take it. We didn't mean to cause any issues.
So-
we're just trying to make a living,
Don't you think it would be better served for the whole community in this time?
And the other guy's like, well, the community doesn't really, it was kind of a policy, each looks out for themselves, and it's man's got to eat, right? And the other guy's like, yeah, we got to eat. What are we supposed to starve?
And what exactly have you gathered throughout this evening?
And bread and then like kind of like he's like trailing off. He's like some rations,
Flat screen TVs.
VCR players,
Some Jordans.
Game Boys. No, I'm just kidding. He's just like, we were the next thing was a flat screen TV. Like, no, but yeah. So, and again, you could tell they're just lying through their teeth. Like they're just like, and they one of them hands you the bag. They kind of like toss the bag at you, and then they start trying to run away.
It's like, no. You will take these to my Netra this very evening and confess to what you have done, and I will not catch you out here again.
And as soon as you mentioned, they like chuck the bag at you, and then they're gonna try to take off as soon as you say this. Are you gonna kind of try to catch the bag, or are you gonna try to grab them as they're trying to book escape?
As soon as
one of two options, catch the bag or go after them, or just let them go if you want. I mean, they're leaving the supplies here, so.
I say, as soon as they try to run, I'll cast Hold Person on one of them.
Holy shit! Okay. All right. What does that look like?
DC 13 Wisdom save.
Okay, I will that. Oh my goodness! All right, they actually succeed. They rolled right on the money in actual. Yeah, so they rolled 13. So they both try to take off and they both run. That you're kind of not able to catch one of them. And so you're left with a bag here of stuff, and you pick it up and you kind of look through it, and sure enough, it's not anything what they said. It seems like whatever precious findings that some people have. There's a couple things of like jewelry. There's some clothes, a couple of like coin pouches. Nothing that's trying to indicate of their survival per se.
Mm-hmm. How far away am I from the inn?
You're probably about like 75 feet or so you can walk towards there if you want.
Yeah, so I'll walk over and if anyone is standing guard and awake, hand over the bag of goods, give it a description of the two, and then head back to camp.
Okay. Yeah, sure enough, there is someone kind of standing guard there. They take it, they nod, and they're like, okay, yeah, I will, we'll be on watch for them. And they're like, if they're not going to Brinchander, I don't know where else they're gonna go to find safety. So, all right, so you head back to the hut, and you continue on for the rest of your watch. Nothing of other interest happens to you, and you can wake up Zoran for her watch.
Already.
Okay. Zoran, why don't you give me
Anything happen to Silo?
Oh yeah, you want to probably tell her.
A couple of miscreants were attempting to take advantage of the situation. They fled into the night, and their spoils were given to the remaining townsfolk.
Nice. Good job.
Nice. Okay. So you have that. Zoran, yeah, give me a perception check, please, as you see for the night anything of interest. Oh no.
That is like the third time I've rolled, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a 16 or an 18, and it goes,
Bloop.
nope.
I bet the two people come back and steal again.
I'm the one who goes out to steal. Just kidding.
What the hell?
It's like,
all
that
right,
sounds like
so
a
yeah,
really good idea, Silo.
Yeah.
with the 6, it seems to be relatively quiet for the evening. Maybe you doze off a bit or two, even though you don't require that much sleep. It's just kind of more of a boredom thing. And yeah, sure enough, morning comes around and your watch was fairly uninteresting, which is good, considering all that has happened. So you guys can get long rests, though I think most of you are relatively healed up. And you have a new day.
Let's get to this castle.
Right, let's do it.
Okay, I will give. We'll need a fresh set of survival checks, please.
Nailed it this day.
And crushed today.
20 for a 21. Hey, all right. Well,
Don't be rolling those 20s now.
And this kind of makes sense, in the sense that, like, you know, less familiar terrain now that you're kind of leaving East Haven, as you start making your way south towards the mountains of the spine of the world. And you travel most of the day. I mean, this is the wind, you know, picks up every now and then. You get some light flurries, but nothing crazy. This is actually probably the best weather you've had in quite some time, all things considered. And sure enough, you finally get to, as you see the mountains kind of grow in size as you approach them. And by evening time, you would say you would get right at the outskirts of them. You know, you have to kind of travel a bit within the mountains to actually get to the castle itself, but this is evening. You guys can choose to pursue it. It won't be too long. You might get there around midnight-ish, potentially, but that's also risking it going in at night. You may or may not incur a point of exhaustion. So what would you guys like to do?
I don't really want to incur a point of exhaustion.
Especially not if we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
No.
And it's a struggle because we've already lost 2 days of this, 2 days of this creature having fled Brinchander.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the tough part, right? Now,
And we haven't seen any signs of anything flying around or not.
that's a great question. Why don't all of you give me some perception checks? See see what you see.
What the hell's going on?
I can barely
What the
fucking
hell is
survive,
going
let
on?
alone see, man. What do you have?
Good lord.
Asking too much. Should have got that horse.
Okay. So, all right. Jimothy, with your Jimothy eyes here. You actually kind of like, as you're approaching, from a distance, fortunately enough, you spot something kind of go beneath the clouds for just a moment and then kind of disappear right back up into the clouds, high above the mountains. With your 23, you notice that this is a distinct color. You kind of saw the black dot that was the kind of like this mechanical looking dragon type thing, where this one kind of goes back into the familiarity of the white one that you saw earlier on. So, or at least Wafedi spot a while ago.
If only we had a lantern.
If only you had a lantern.
And it was within 300 feet.
But it was not. It was from a distance.
From a
seemed to be
distance.
going away towards you. It wasn't like, or going away from you. So, but you do see that kind of like maybe towards mid to late afternoon, approaching dusk here.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll point it out just so people know, but if it doesn't seem to be like lingering where we're going or anything like that, then
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it was kind of like more the way it was flying. You kind of have like the line of like mountains and stuff like that. It's kind of like going in the direction of it, like almost parallel to it, away from you all. So just a reminder that there are other dangers out here as well. Okay, so will you guys set up the hut for the evening as well?
Yep.
Okay. Then any watches or anything?
I'd like to read the book for a few hours. Forgot to say that the previous night, so before sleeping.
Yes, I will say that you can mark an additional 2 hours of reading. So hopefully you've been keeping track of the total that you have.
I will take a last watch.
I'll do first watch.
Okay. Any other watches? Or are you guys gonna trust these two for your safety?
I
I'll
trust
do,
the hut.
Oh, go ahead.
I trust the hut and my friends.
I'll do a middle watch,
Okay. All right.
awkwardly.
No, it doesn't have to be awkwardly, but you do one. All right. So we'll start with Asilo. Asilo, why don't you give me a perception, please? Maybe is from the travel from the day, you're just maybe not as astute. But yeah, it seems to be fairly calm. You notice
Still,
that the snow picks up a little bit.
still trying to come to terms with how people in such a dire situation would result to looting their neighbors' homes.
Yeah, I mean,
Easy, they weren't their neighbors. They lived on the other side of the city, so they don't know these people. It's fine.
yeah. All right, I will have. So yeah, your watch kind of comes to an end here. I will have. Who's next? Oz, right?
Yeah. I would really just like to make this watch super awkward by flipping open my new grimoire and just perusing the new spells that I copied into it that I had no idea what they are.
Yes, we will. We will work that out.
Well, I want to say depending on what wizard lady, owl wizard lady, Lady B, had kind of through the spectrum. Oz it really depends on what she's willing to offer. Because Oz is still interested in even like level 1 and 2 spells, depending on what they are.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, we forgot to follow up on that, so we will work that out.
Okay, well, depending on what spells are on offer, I don't know if that would impact castle approach.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't have that right off on the top of my.
Okay. So Oz will percept, I guess, as he's kind of glancing between spellbook and, probably the white dragon that's just like encompassed the dome.
All right. Why don't you give me a perception check, please?
11.
11. Yeah. Maybe it's a bit. You're a little bit too engrossed with copying these mystical spells that have yet to be determined. But it seems to be fine. Nothing disturbs the hut. The snow is picking up a little bit. It's not a full blizzard or anything like that, but it is a bit of a stronger flurry. And your watch successfully comes to an end, and we'll wait for Zorn.
Anything of note, Oz?
Nope, not
Cool.
really.
Cool.
All right, Zoran, you're up. Give me a perception. Hopefully.
What the hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
I'm doing this on purpose also because I want all these bad rolls now. And when we get to the castle, I'm going to get like 5 20s.
Ah, I see. There's a
Yeah.
strategy to the madness here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You're completely like aloof to everything right now. Maybe you're just caught up looking at the snow as it's falling, or maybe you kind of like focus on just the path. You don't see anything.
I'm just really excited to get to the castle. I don't really care about any of this other stuff.
Trying to figure out why Oz cast the dome to look like a white dragon egg.
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't know how this actually would work, but is the hut like hard? Is it solid? Like if something were to like strike it, like what would happen to it? Would it like absorb it? Would it?
I'll put the text in chat so that you can just
Decide based on that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
basically.
I think nothing can pass into the hut except for the creatures I gain able to pass in. Yeah, it's that middle paragraph toward the bottom. All creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. I imagine any creature trying to get in, if it's got any kind of intelligence, it would know that there's something there.
Yeah. So.
I'd use like a shield, sort of
Yeah.
type of effect.
Sure. So, Zoran, you are quickly startled as you hear a boom, 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 boom on the. What are you guys all passive perception except Zoran? Because Zoran, you. Past this. 17, okay.
15.
15.
How do you tell what your passive perception is?
It's just 10 plus your perception modifier. You can see all
12.
the passive scores if you're using like the updated.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah,
To
yeah.
the right.
Oh, okay. Ladies, what's yours?
It is
13. What I see when I hover over yours.
yes.
The little eyeball when I
Okay.
go over your characters.
Apparently that's the other way.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, all right. So all of you will wake up to this. Maybe you're not like as maybe Jimothy kind of like jumps to action here a little bit, considering.
Damn it! I just got back into my trance.
you hear like a bump, 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 bump on your, and like Zorn, you kind of look at and you see there is an individual, like a humanoid, standing outside the hut.
And I can't make out someone that we've like someone familiar to us.
No, it's like a completely different individual.
Did you
Okay,
say?
so the
Did you say he's
What?
knocking on the hut? This individual. Did you say this individual is knocking on the hut?
Yeah.
yes.
You,
Okay. Yeah, so my clarifying question is, does it sound like a knock where like a friendly knock, or does it sound like a cop knock, like a bong bong bong? Trying to get it.
I'll say this. Maybe I'll do a little retroaction. At first, it was kind of like an inquisitive knock. You didn't quite hear that one. Maybe the rest of you did. It was kind of like more of like a dunk, just to see what the heck
Yeah.
this is. And then the next is a bit more aggressive, just to like kind
Okay.
of almost like ascertain what the heck is this.
Okay.
We
well,
all went
I'll
back.
ask everyone. Yeah, I'll ask everyone else. I mean, I don't want to go out there. Could maybe pop my head out of the tiny hut and be like, "What do you want?"
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Any thoughts? No one cares.
Well, I can't just let this individual into the hut. I would have to recast it. We can see this. We can see out of the hut. So, like, does this person look like panicked, like they're fleeing from something, or are they just like, the hell is this in front of me?
Outside, you see this kind of like, this individual with like almost like a. It's pretty interesting, like green covered like overcoat, like a big old coat, like puffy coat. You see that her like pants are covered in furs. It is a woman. She's kind of got like long-ish raven hair that kind of like is braided. And you know, she's got like these big old goggles. And she's actually quite large. She's probably about like 6'3" in stature. She seems to be of like reasonable like size. Like she's like pretty bulky and well built. Part of it's probably just the coat, the large like winter clothing, but you can tell that, you know, as someone outfill that, you know, they have to be relatively large. And she's trying to like look in, but doesn't really. Is kind of confused at that. So.
Can I poke? Okay, the spell ends if I leave the area of the hut.
Mm-hmm.
Is there enough flexibility in the spell for me to poke my head outside of the hut, but not like leave it?
Yeah, I'll say that you can like poke your head out. You know, we'll talk if you're trying to cast something through.
No, not planning on that.
You can pop your head out, and I don't know if you want to say something to her.
Okay. So yeah, it's opaque from the outside. Probably white to try and blend in with the snow and not look like a white dragon's egg. Also, that'd be a massive egg. I will go like 6 feet to the side and poke my head out. I'm not gonna just like. I don't want this lady to start playing like whack-a-mole.
Fair enough.
It's like, no.
Okay.
And I'll be like, yes.
And she's
Hello?
a little startled as she sees this head protrude from this thing, and she's just like immediately. You notice that she's got this like almost like big old like great axe that she's carrying. It seems like it's almost like for like logging axe type thing.
Whoa.
But she kind of like panics for a second as she's kind of like reaching towards it, but then sees you and she's like, "What are you all doing out there?"
Apparently being woken up by a curious traveler. You knocked on my hut.
Yes, I've not seen this before. I wanted to know what it was.
It's the magical safe space for me and my companions to travel in normal weather.
You knocked on my hut.
I see. It is dangerous out here. What are you planning on doing? And where are you planning on going?
That's like a
Does
little
the
bit
name
too
Zardarok
personal.
Sunblight mean anything to you?
Yes, he's
An amazing guy.
he's the
You and I
one.
go way back to college.
He's the one with the castle, is he not?
He just unleashed something on the Tin Towns that destroyed most of the Tin Towns. So me and my companions would like to have a discussion.
I see.
I can't hear anything that they're saying.
It's still predicting it.
She's just like, I have no business with 10 towns. I do not care of their state or status. But,
What are you doing out here?
well, I live near about here, and I saw you from a distance approaching, and I thought to observe your state at night.
A little creepy, don't you think?
Well, I didn't know if you were a friend or foe. The North has a way of bringing about enemies.
Well, we're trying to bring some southern charm up to the north. Unfortunately, none of us know how to cook, so we're not doing a very good job at it.
She looks at you a bit confusing, like she doesn't quite understand if you're like joking or not. She's just like, well, I can take you to the castle if that's what you're searching for.
Are you friend or foe of Zardarok?
Neither. As long as he does not interfere with my business, I do not interfere with his.
You know what? I'm going to tag out and have another party member take over from this point.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are all awake. I mean, you guys can choose to. And she says, "May I come in?" Before you pull your head in.
Jimothy will put his head out. No! Do you need something? We're not here to cause trouble.
We're having an orgy or something, and you're not invited.
I see.
What was
Fair
your plan
enough.
if we were dangerous?
Say that again.
What was your plan if we were dangerous?
I don't know. I would take this axe and behead all of you, ideally. I don't know how many of you are. I counted 5.
You were gonna fight all 5 of us.
I am quite the skilled warrior.
Perfect. We need you for our mission.
You're hired.
There's a dragon that's destroying all of 10 towns and everyone in it and everyone around the area, so you should probably use that axe for something good.
What is in it for me? And she
I
kind
don't
of
know. Preservation of your own life.
I'll need something more tangible, concrete.
You can join us in the looting of the bad guy's castle afterwards.
That does seem very tangible and concrete. What about this hook I made him?
And she kind of looks at you all and
In the meantime, you can have these 4 pristine Yeti horns.
She eyes the horns and she's just like, "You bested Yetis.
That's right, 4 of them.
You must be skilled warriors then yourselves."
Now I'm wondering how skilled she really is. Yes,
Well, at
that's
least
right.
warriors.
All right. How about a challenge? What if I fight one of you? A sparring match.
Perfect, a silo, come do this.
Why would we do this? It doesn't make sense. Say
For
your
the
strength
views.
the dragon.
It makes all the sense in the world.
It'll more than make up for his lost hit
I'd
points when we
say-
have another person with us.
And how tall did you say she was?
She's like 6'3".
6'3"-ish.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will step out because she can't see through the dome. So I will step out of the dome beside her, towering a foot over her because I am 7 feet tall.
I'm gonna start playing a tune that's like, whoa, shouldn't have done that.
It's like,
As
And I-
give some bardic inspiration
and I'll say your challenge is accepted.
to
All right.
suicide.
And
I'm gonna cast haste on her. I'm kidding.
so she looks at you and for the sake of time here, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but she would offer. So she sets down her weapon. She doesn't want to fight you weapon-wise. She just kind of wants to like wrestle, essentially.
Oh, hello.
Wrestling. Oh, do we need
Careful, lady. He's only 3.
I am 4 years old.
Or he can do this.
All right.
Still a
everybody.
pedo.
Keep it PG here. At least PG-13.
I'm not even approved for that.
Fair enough. All right. Silo, why don't you give me an athletics check as you guys kind of compete off here?
Athletics.
I did give you guidance. It's an extra D4.
Wow.
Way to stack the deck against this poor NPC. who's like,
There you go.
I had to do it before you left. I touched you while you were going.
21.
Okay.
How much for PG-13?
Yeah, I mean, she does put out like she kind of like
Really?
So much innuendo. Jesus.
It's all
That one's on you.
that is on me. My bad. So she exerts a lot of initial energy, and she's like
Uh-huh.
tries to run at you to tackle you. You're able to kind of. She does push you back, and eventually she like, kind of gets like forces you like onto the ground. You guys are kind of like, rolling a little bit, but eventually she like. It's almost like that impulse kind of goes away, and the immediate strength. You are a little bit more solid, a bit more persistent, and eventually you're able to like get her. You're able to best her, and she taps out, and you do let her go. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. So she quickly stands up. She, gives your hand to bring you up as well, and she's like, marvelous. Truly, you are an impressive individual. If the rest of your compatriots are half as strong as you are, you have no doubt that you are quite skilled warriors. She's like, I will join you. And yes, I will take your offer, little one, as she kind of gestures towards Timothy, of your spoils that you might find in this castle. I will take my fair share. And all right, you have recruited her.
I guess I will step out of the hut Because it's the only way I know how to get rid of the hut is I have to actually leave it. I can't just dismiss it because I'm not concentrating on it. I don't know. And then I'll step back kind of into where the hut was and start spending time getting the hut back.
Okay, we didn't want to tell her that her initiation was to sit outside the rest of the night.
And
Your first assignment.
Have to be assholes.
I mean, she seemed too eager to want to help. Do I trust her intentions? I'm sure I'm gonna roll terribly.
Yeah, why don't you give me an insight check, whoever wants to.
I'm sure I'm real trusting of her. Yeah, she seems fine.
Timothy got another natural 20 for 21.
Okay.
God.
I need to start rolling a physical die and getting them nat 20s.
What are you insinuating, Greg? You think Matt's cheating? Is that what's happening?
No, I just
on essential insight rolls.
It's the cold. It really causes a certain roll.
Yeah, Zoran, you totally buy in, as well as you, Bofades, that she's telling the truth. Jimothy, she is telling the truth. She's gonna join you all. She is gonna help you. All that.
And then she's gonna backstab us.
She does seem to have like she's withholding something. You're not sure. You don't think it's nefarious per se. She just hasn't told you everything.
She has secrets. My companions knew all my secrets. They'd kill me.
So yeah. So
Do you say that out loud? Psychically, I got it.
She psychic whispers it. Damn it!
All right. So she and she kind of introduces herself. So she's like, I am Orla. Oh, that's Timothy. That is her name.
Orla.
Yes.
Right, we all have names. You woke me from like the middle of my trance, or the beginning. I don't know. Team, what's my name? Osray.
Osray.
Oh.
Oshole. Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
I don't know. Ask Jimothy. He's the knower of names.
So okay. So she joins you all. She seems to. So are you guys gonna let her in or no? Is that what's happening? I forgot.
Yeah.
The hut's already
And I'm
gone.
like, ah, shit.
Oz recasts the hut and forgets to invite her in.
I mean,
I'll,
she's still like in the middle of Zoran's watch here, where she gets startled. So you do have a few hours before morning, unless you guys want to start out now.
Now, if we start out now, we'll take a point of exhaustion because I haven't had my full 8 hours.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. No, I'll recast and allow this individual, Orla, into the access. She doesn't have to come in, but she'll have access.
She chooses to. She kind of sets her stuff down. Mainly just her accent. She's got like some sort of like small bag with her, short bag, and so she lays down and she tries to rest for the rest of the. Oh my God. Daniel.
Yeah, an oral storyteller, okay? Not
I
a
do
written
find it
one.
quite funny that your character is like 4 years old and it's like you, Daniel, are like the most vulgar.
I can't help it. I played a bard in a past life.
Fair enough. All right. So you guys, we'll say that you guys indicate a long rest. And get your rest of your shut eye. Zoran kind of supervises her, making sure she doesn't slit your guys' all throats in the evening. And all right, you guys are now kind of starting at the top of, like at the base here of the mountains. And yeah, I mean, she immediately, she kind of eats whatever ration that she has. And she's like, all right, we will go now. Are you all ready?
Have we eaten, or is she like asking us and we all just like woke up?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, lead the way.
Yes.
All right.
Go.
And so she takes point, and she starts.
I'll walk
leading.
beside her.
Okay. And you can choose to talk to her the rest of the way. It's only a few hours until you guys start approaching familiar terrain. Getting back towards near that initial rise that leads to that valley that kind of wraps around and leads to the like narrow cross path to get to that kind of like hugs against this like cliffside to get to the staircase up to the castle. So it's after a few hours you start recognizing the terrain, and I won't have you guys roll survival checks because she's kind of leading it. And so she pauses.
I'll ask her if she knows any alternate ways into the castle, as the direct path up the steps is fairly treacherous.
Not that I know of. The only way is if you truly wanted to attack from above. You could fall from the top of the mountain onto the. Because again, I want to remind you guys, like this looks like pretty much like a big old box. This box-like structure up like glued onto a side of a mountain. So you guys could like go higher up, find higher terrain, and like fall on top.
I was just asking in case we missed something in our previous look.
No, I just want to make sure that the image is there now. Okay, so she's like, not that I'm aware of. I believe this is the only way. Though I wouldn't be surprised if these Deragar had secret passages within them. Okay, so are you guys gonna kind of go down to the same location? How are you guys approaching this? Are you guys doing any stealth? You guys kind of really stealthed it out last time. Not sure if you guys want to take the same precautions getting.
I don't think they could have recruited to replenish fast enough.
Yeah, it's empty.
Couple of
Say,
days.
as we approach, I will, if I can find my thingy.
I'm gonna chug my potion of flying and fly right up there.
No.
Well,
I will divine sense. Is there anything untoward within 60 feet of me as we make our approach?
Okay. No, you don't get that ping within 60 feet. As you guys kind of start coming around, I want you to give me all perception checks, please.
What the hell's going on?
So,
I mean, what the hell is going on?
21.
Okay, we got a 21, 24.
a
Ooh.
7.
Soren, it is not your night for the perceptions. This is rough.
Hey, I next session, I'm gonna be killing lots of things. Maybe.
Okay. So,
Next character is going to have the alert feat.
all right. So, you guys notice, maybe you kind of like, as you're about to go above, like over Jimothy and Bofades, you kind of maybe halt in your steps as you look out towards kind of like up the top of the staircase. You're not exactly sure how on earth this happened, but you spot it was almost kind of like sitting down, But I don't know, maybe just because you were looking up, you see a relatively large individual with like darkish blue skin, like thick hides, and you see this kind of like long beard, and they're wearing like this big old helm top of them, and you spot that you've encountered this before, a frost giant, almost kind of like standing guard. Just one standing guard
At the door?
near in front of the door there.
Do we still owe
Do
these
we
guys?
still have our? Oh, go ahead, both 80s.
Are these this? Can I tell if this is the same?
It's hard to
promise, we promised Charlene to.
Mayhaps.
I was like, don't we have a token that grants us passage with that particular clan of frost giants?
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, you're not again. You guys remember a while ago that you guys were told that like some of the frost giants went to go join Zardarok to help out in some shape, way, or form, or we're trying to be lured into that. This could be one of them. This could not be. You know, it seems like most likely that it is one of them, but still, I didn't want you guys to have that tidbit of information. And that's mainly why you were, you know, trying to negotiate with the Jarls, right? To like decide whether or not they were going to help join or not. Overall,
Bofades feels like, and we'll say to the group that, you know what, we should just up there and, you know, either try and drop the token or we still have Charlene, right?
you do.
And we say that we could say that we have a delivery.
Of like our
30
what,
minutes or
6
less.
pieces,
Charlene!
our 6 pieces.
Maybe Charlene's so rare that 6 pieces is a lot.
We don't
Yeah.
have to tell him how much.
That's
We
true.
can just say that we have some and we're holding more.
And then kill him.
Well, I was assuming we shut the door and lock it.
That works too.
Warranted. Like, well,
Alright,
the
who
door's
wants to-
locked. I'm out. I'm going home.
Who wants to be deceptive and tell these guys that's what we're doing?
I can
Maybe we should let Orla in on the plan.
do that.
She's probably standing right here with us.
Say
Remember, this is, like,
doors,
pretty
the
far.
most disruptive entities in D&D.
Okay, so all right. So who's going? What's the plan here?
I can do that. Yeah.
I'll go with both 80s.
Do we have someone that speaks giant?
Just use
Yes.
good
I mean-
words.
And Zorn speaks fluent giant, I speak broken giant. Because we haven't been practicing like we should.
I shall take.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot to bring that up.
I shall take Jimothy and Zoran. I can speak to any creature that I need to within 60 feet of me. That creature magically understands me, but the feature does not say that I can understand it, which seems really stupid.
Helpful.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. Sorry, not on you, Bofades.
Rip. Okay. So, what's the strategy here?
I'm gonna go up to them and say, I'm here to drop off a delivery of Charlene.
I can certainly say it. I just need you to tell me what he says back.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay.
I think
All
what
right.
we
Happy to-
start off with is, oh, you guys weren't here last week.
Are you guys stealthing up? You guys just making yourself, the two of you, known? How close are you guys doing that?
Jimothy, did you say you were coming?
I am. I'll come. I'll stay a little behind and try to be stealthy.
All All right.
Okay.
Zoran and I will be walking
Adorable.
up with intent.
Okay.
Say,
Give
I-
me a stealth check, please.
I say I will try and.
I
Oh.
think
Dang, Jimmy.
Asilo, Orla, you guys seem like you need to be up close, and well, Asilo, I know you need to be right there if you're going to do anything. We should trail behind, I don't know, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Agreed. And I will try and be as inconspicuous as possible.
Okay. So you notice that as the two of you, or three, I guess, yeah, mostly two of you, make yourself like your appearance known. As soon as this thing sees you, it's like picks up this giant rock that it's about to launch at you. Do you guys? I mean, it's about to attack you. Do you guys chime up? or
I'm
do
gonna
you
say,
guys-
Yeah.
stop.
So
I'm gonna say,
I'm
stop.
gonna. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna cast my universal speech.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, yes. What are you doing? We're here with a special delivery.
All right. Give me a persuasion check / deception. I guess. Well, I guess you're.
28.
Okay, it looks like they're both the same thing for you, so we'll say we'll
Yes.
carry that. So, all right, so it stops and kind of like before chucking at you, and kind of like brings it down towards like its towards its torso, and it's just like, and it shouts out to you in this like this deep, low voice that I cannot mimic, but I will, for the sake of make believe, you guys hear that. And it's just like, delivery, not expecting a delivery. Who
Oh,
are
yes.
you?
Well.
What deliveries?
So, I will say that I am Bofades of, and I'm gonna pick some obscure town that we know of here in the north. Not part of the 10 towns, but whatever we determined on our journey on the way up here, right? And I'll be like, I've been out trying to acquire some pieces for Zardarok. You weren't here last week. What are you doing here now?
There have been infiltrators, and I've been called in to stand guard and destroy those that enter.
I completely understand that. I've seen the destruction in 10 towns. I can only assume that Zardarok's been testing his machine. Are there any others of your kind standing guard, or just you?
I do not
How many
like
hit
questions.
points do you have?
It's like, I don't like your question. I will give you moments to leave now.
And I
Right.
will say, wait 1 second.
Yeah,
And
you're
I
kinda like
will ask-
raising
I will
the rock.
ask I will ask Zoran for a piece of Chardolin. And I will say, this is what we have for Zardarok. Let us in to deliver what I have spent so much time trying to acquire.
And it starts.
Or
laughing at you.
Zardarok will have your head.
It
You
starts laughing
have to
at you.
face the monster.
It starts laughing at you. It's just like, that's it. It's just like starts like going on. It's like, Zardarok needs much more than just one rock.
Do you think I would just show up with one? I'm glad you're bigger than you are smart.
Oh, I'm gonna need another persuasion before. He did not like that.
I do not have time.
You gonna roll some vicious mockery on top of that?
Yeah, that's a 19.
Okay. Let's see how he does here. Okay. He again raises up the rock to chuck it at you. But he kind of like he's still like not like setting it down completely. He's like, prove it. Where's other Charlatan?
I don't have to prove anything to you, doorman. I need you to open this door.
I'm the one who make demands here, and just like again, show me more Charlatan, or be gone, or be destroyed, and that's all he says.
Or be
I
destroyed.
mean, just saying Zoran could pull like the same piece out of the bag of holding multiple times. It's not like he would know the difference.
Yeah, she could just start doing this. Yeah. See, look, I have many pieces in this bag of holding. I can't explain to you how holding works.
All right, it's gonna try to roll one more time here. Give me one more. Zoran actually this time. Give me a deception, not Hades here.
Oh no.
Yeah, because you're the one that's pulling it in and out. Yeah, the D. Sorry, Zoran.
Wait. Now, hear me out.
I'll let you say one more thing as you kind of like Zoran kind of like fumbles, pulling it out, like trying to like.
Tell him I'm an intern.
Hear me out. I'm sorry that my assistant is bumbling around with but you must believe me that we are here to assist your compatriot in his mission, and it is in your best interest to let us get in there and finish this so you can rid the north of the small folk. I'm from the south. I don't want to be here.
As you say that, you notice that he starts to set the rock down. And he starts reaching for something at his side. Do you do anything? Either of you?
I will be on alert to cast a spell if I need to.
Okay. So he pulls out what seems to be like a horn that he's about to blow into.
Oh, okay.
All right, you do anything before that? You have a second to react to before he blows into it. Assuming he's gonna alert everyone.
Okay. How am I? I was assuming I'm pretty close to him, right? Since we're doing this talking.
He kind of stopped you guys about, let's say, within rock throwing range, perhaps. About 60 feet out or so.
Oh, about 60 feet out. Damn. Okay. In that
I
case,
love the game.
yeah. You know what? Hold on. Sorry, I'm checking the range. Yeah. Okay. I'll do. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire at him.
Yeah.
And I'll shoot my short bow at him.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. Then you cast that, so you'll be able to get that off before the combat. That will, Zoran, I will say that you get your shot off. That we will begin next week. So we'll kind of stop there for the evening as you guys take this shot and cast this fire.
Oh, so I'm not gonna know if he failed or not? Damn.
Not gonna know. We're gonna have to hold on to that.
Dun dun dun! Cliffhanger.
little cliffhanger action as you guys cast this. Yeah, and we'll see how this combat ensues here.
I was hoping you were going to say that I was able to get up within 15 feet to show him the Chardolin, because I was going to fire color spray in his face. Like a level 1 wizard would. What you do? So I hit him with the bright and shinies.
Now the DC for the DC. I mean, Profades, you kind of helped out with most of it. Yeah, if he would have perceived that, I guess since we're kind of a little behind the scenes, he would have let one of you come up and maybe one of you go in, but that was about the extent of it. He wasn't gonna let all 5 of you go inside.
6.
That makes
6,
sense.
right? With Orla now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, all right. Well, good job, guys. We'll stop there for the evening. We'll pick it up there with a combat outside before you even enter whatever perils are waiting for you within the castle.
Good thing we
Alrighty.
got Orla with us. Unless she backstabs us.
Yeah, that is a possibility. Okay.
He's like, what the fuck did I get myself into?
Are you guys,
What a bunch of bumbling fools.
Are you guys good to play next week and everything?
Oh, yeah.
I believe so.
Okay. All right.
Alright, so-
Well, I know it's been a hot second. Well, I guess we had combat technically last section. We'll pick it up there with some combat this time.
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
See y'all next
You guys have a
week.
good evening. I will be messaging you, Greg. All right.
See ya.
Yep.